Maury Wills. Maury Wills was an American baseball player and manager who played in the major leagues. He played baseball in the Major League Baseball from 1959 to 1966, mostly for the Los Angeles Dodgers. In 1961 and 62, he also won Gold Gloves. Wills was a part of the Los Angeles Dodgers organization from 2009 until his death in 2022. He worked for the Dodgers Legend Bureau. Wills died on September 19, 2022 at his home in Sedona, Arizona. He was 89 years old. He is survived by his wife Carla and 6 children. Marva Hicks. Marva Hicks was an R&B singer and actress from the United States. She signed with Polydor in the late 1980s and made an album called Self-Titled in 1991, then went on to work on Broadway and in TV. She also played Rafiki in The Lion King as a backup for the lead actress. Motown the Musical and Lena the Horn, The Lady and Her Music were 2 of her other Broadway shows. She won 3 Helen Hayes Awards for her work on stage. She was 66 years old when she died in New York City on September 16, 2022. She is survived by her husband, Akwasi Taha. John Stearns. John Stearns was an American Major League Baseball catcher and coach. From 1975 to 84, he played for the New York Mets. In 1974, he played 1 game for the Philadelphia Phillies. He was in the MLB All-Star 4 times, but he had trouble with injuries towards the end of his career. After he stopped playing, Stearns became a coach for the New York Yankees, Baltimore Orioles, and the New York Mets in Major League Baseball, as well as the teams in the minor league baseball. Stearns died on September 15, 2022 from cancer. He was 71 years old. Stearns is survived by his son Justin and siblings Richard, William, and Carla. Rita Gardner. Rita Gardner was an actress and singer from the United States. Gardner made her stage debut off-Broadway with Jerry Herman's musical revue Nightcap in 1958. The Cradle Will Rock, To Be Young, Gifted, Steel Magnolias, Wings, and The Foreigner are some of her other plays she has done off-Broadway. Gardner has also been on Law & Order Special Victims Unit, and Law & Order Criminal Intent, and Dora the Explorer. On September 24, 2022, at the age of 87, Gardner died in New York City of leukemia. She is survived by her husband, Robert Sevra. Number 14. Kitten Natividad. Kitten Natividad was a Mexican-American dancer and actress. She was in a music video from the 1980s for Mitch Ryder's version of When You Were Mine. In 2001, Natividad was in William Winkler's directed cult comedy The Double D Avenger. She was in a Playboy layout called The History of Bikinis, which came out in August 2006. Natividad died on September 24, 2022, at the Cedars-Sinai Hospital in Los Angeles. She was 74 years old. She is survived by her sister Ava and her mother. Number 15. Darryl Mudra. Darryl Mudra was an American football coach, who's best known as Dr. Victory. He was the head football coach at Adams State College from 1959 to 1962, Western Illinois University from 1969 to 1973, and the University of Northern Iowa from 1983 to 1987. In all, he went 281-4 as a college football coach. Mudra also led the Montreal Alouettes of the Canadian Football League for one season in 1966. As a coach, he was put in the College Football Hall of Fame in 2000. Mudra died on September 21, 2022, at age 93. He is survived by his daughter, Sherry Kawaguchi. Number 16. Rick Redman. Rick Redman was an American professional football player who played linebacker for the San Diego Chargers for 9 seasons, 5 in the American Football League and 4 in the National Football League. He played college football for the Washington Huskies and was put in the College Football Hall of Fame. Redman died on September 30th, 2022. He was 79 years old. Rick is survived by his wife, Mary Redman Hill. Number 17. Anna Tyne. Anna Tyne was a Hungarian-born British actress and war correspondent. She was a reporter for the news and she wrote about wars in Vietnam, South Africa and Northern Ireland. She was a star in Hungarian, German, Italian and French films. She was in Via Macau in 1966, Teresa and Isabella in 1968 and Zeta 1 in 1969, and Take Me, Love Me in 1970. Tyne died in Paris on September 17, 2022, 10 days before her 79th birthday. She was 78 years old. She was survived by her daughter and her son. Number 18. Robert Culfin. American stage director and producer Robert Culfin worked on and off Broadway in regional theaters all over the country. He used to be the artistic director for the Cincinnati Playhouse in the Park. He also started and was the artistic director of the Chelsea Theatre Center. Culfin passed away on September 20th, 2022. He was 89 years old. Mr. Culfin is survived by many cousins and nieces. Number 19. Nick Mumley. Nick Mumley was an American football tackle for the New York Titans in the American Football League. In the 5th round of the 1959 NFL Draft, Mumley was picked by the Philadelphia Eagles. From 1960 to 62, he played as a defensive end in 42 games, starting 36 of them. Mumley died at the age of 85 on September 22nd, 2022. He is survived by his daughter Tamara. Number 20. Tyrone Davis. Tyrone Davis was an American football tight end who played in the National Football League for 8 seasons. Davis's first game in the NFL was against the Miami Dolphins on September 3, 1995, when he was 23 years old. From 1995 to 2002, he played for the New York Jets and the Green Bay Packers. Davis passed away on October 3, 2022, when he was 50 years old. Davis is survived by his mother, Miss Annie Pearl Davis. Number 21. Ron Franz. Ron Franz was an American professional basketball player who was a small forward for the American Basketball Association. Franz played college basketball for the Kansas Jayhawks from 1968 to 73. He played in the American Basketball Association for the Oakland Oaks, New Orleans Buccaneers, Floridians, Memphis Tams, and Dallas Chaparrals. He also played in Switzerland. Franz died at the age of 76 in Fort Walton Beach on October 3, 2022. Number 22. Jim Sweeney. Jim Sweeney was an American professional football player who played center and guard for 16 seasons in the National Football League. After his playing days, he became an assistant coach. Sweeney died at the age of 60 on October 1, 2022. Sweeney is survived by his wife Julie and their 5